I see the FE chain,
Mm-hmm.
and then I know you're part of the Jet Life
that's
JLR.
all now too.
So how did that whole situation come together? You got with Fiend first, and then Currency. Is that what happened? Or?
Yeah, I would. Me and Musa have history like since I was a kid, and that's Currency manager. Me and Fiend was hanging. Me, Musa, and Fiend was hanging, and Fiend said I looked like a rapper. I wore jerseys a lot, throwbacks. So I was like, fuck, that's, you know what I'm saying? It's whatever. He was like, you should do it. I'm like, you write it, fuck, and I get it, you know what I'm saying? But we get in the studio smoking. He like, man, write whatever you want, write. And then Katrina hit, and then he had went on a tour. Then I was in Baton Rouge finishing school. I learned how to work Pro Tools and shit by watching him. Cause I had did maybe like 4 sessions with him before I did a record on a project he had called Go Hard or Go Home. And then Katrina hit, so I learned how to work Pro Tools. I started recording while he was gone and shit like that. And then that went on for a couple years. Still fucking with Musa. He managing Spitter. I've been fucking with Spitter since, like, we from the same part of town. So I always knew him. He used to come pick me up from school and shit. Well, not from school, from by the shop. Go ride around and shit. And I was traveling with him. Just like I was traveling with Fiend, I was traveling with Spitter too. So it was only right. Musa was like, well, shit, I just put this shit under one umbrella and get to it. And that's what it been since then.
Now let's talk about Fiend and Spitter for a second. When it comes to Fiend, let's talk about Fiend first. Biggest advice he's given you, or most important thing you learned being around him?
I learned everything from Fiend. Like, I grew up listening to him, so for me to be working with him, like, shit, like that make you feel like you, like, I'm down. That's half the battle. Like, to be working with people you was listening to, you know what I'm saying? Fiend is super talented. Like, the way he come up with records, like, I was hanging around Fiend while he was ghostwriting. So to see him doing all that, like, that's so much talent, like producing. Like, he produced the whole album for me and it never came out. Like, the nigga super talented. Like, just watching him work, you'll pick up, you'll learn. Like, nigga, I ain't got that voice he got though, you know what I'm saying? But he's super talented.
And then what about Spitter?
Another one, Spitter, this motherfucker here, you some days he'll work, I don't work half as much as he worked. Like, he dropped fucking 3 tapes back to back, like, just cause he feel like it, you know what I'm saying? Like, his work ethic crazy, super talented. I like watching him perform. Like, I've became more a fan watching him perform the records than watching him record them. You know what I'm saying? So after I get off my set and cool down, I'm definitely gonna check out his shit. Like, he give a good on stage presence.